At this point, I've gone around my hand and I've traced out all the different values. So here you can see the fingertips a little bit brighter, so I traced it out. And I made a section here and a section here. Where it got a little bit darker, I traced that out. So down here at the palm, you can see that the top of the thumb's a little bit brighter. So I traced it out. Now I'm going to add in some color. So I'm going to take my eyedropper tool and I'm going to click on that section and it gives me a color. And then I can fill it in with my paint bucket. The paint bucket's tricky. Remember to watch your settings down here. If it doesn't fill in, then I would change it from closed gaps to small gaps. And if then it doesn't fill in, change the medium to large. And I'm just going to take my eyedropper. And in this section here, it's a little bit darker. So I'm going to fill that in. Again, you'll notice it's not working. So I need to change some settings around. I'll go to large. And then now it filled it in. And over here, I'll fill that in. And then I'll just kind of fill in the whole hand. Instead of having you watch me do that, I actually have one completely finished. And so you can see I have all these different sections filled in. When I take my black arrow, I'm going to double click on the black outline and hit delete. And I can delete all the black outlines. Now you're probably saying that looks pretty awful, and I would agree with you. So what we have to do is change the colors around so they fit a little bit better. I'm going to grab the main part of the hand. You really only want to use 2 or 3 colors, maybe 4 tops for this whole thing, or else it just looks like a big puzzle piece, and you don't really want that. So I'm going to select the palm of the hand, and I'm going to hold Shift, and I'm going to grab other colors that are close to it. And I really like this color coming out on the thumb, so I'm going to take my eyedropper, I'm going to set the whole hand to that color. Now I don't want to leave it that way because I need it to be different. So I'm going to jump over and open up this little window right here. And then I could use the slider. So this needs to be a little bit darker, so I'm just going to take the slider and pull it just a tiny little bit down. And then when I deselect, that looks way better. So same thing with the darks. I'm going to select them, hold Shift, select all the darker areas, set my color for the palm, click on this, go to the color picker, and make that yet a little bit darker. And so that looks like a pretty decent hand. In the end, what I would do is I would obviously turn off layer 1, and I'd be left with the hand. And you can see I have all kinds of gaps I need to go through and fill in. Once you're finished with this, you are going to hit F6. And then delete the current hand you have so that you can trace in the next hand. And then once you finish that, F6, next one, next one, next one, so on and so forth. And that's how you do the color method.